Okay, good morning, friends. Today we will discuss political environment in context of strategic management. Political environment consists of several factors and it has influence over the management, operations, or you can say public affairs, and their impact can be seen on business of an organizations. If we can take you can say, for example, you can say our you can say political system, like we have democracy, elected or you can say representative of the people are elected by you can say voting system, and other systems are there, like you can say theocracy is there, or you can say centralized system is there, or you can say a dictatorship is there, or autocracy is there. But in case of we have a sort of democracy. Demos means people, demos means people, and cracy means government. Crazy government of the people, for the people, by the people. Actually, then political system and its features, like political system, ideological forces, political parties, and center of power. Like in ours case in India, we have you can say ideological differences, ideological forces in the country, like communism is there, or secular forces are there, or you can say other parties are also there. Okay, so they have and political parties and various parties are there. They are just you can say coming in and you can say through election system, their representative are being elected and to the parliament and respective assemblies. And then political structure and its goal and stability. Then a political process, like operations of the political party systems, elections, funding of election, from which source they are getting their money, legislation with respect to economic and industrial promotions and regulations. Okay, so such type of things, they affect I tell you, the operations of the business. Like a political philosophy, what is political philosophy of the country, as well you can say political philosophy of the party, governments and its role. Like those who are you can say elected in majority, they that party form a government in the center, or you can say states, and its policies and interventions in the economic and business development. Whatever philosophy of a political party, it has impact, or you can say it influences the you can say uh, government's policies and programs at large extent. And what your developmental activities are there, economic activities are there, and other activities are, they are also depending on these factors to great extent, I tell you. And then uh, India is a democratic country having a stable political system. Like we have, you can say, stabilized political system. After every 5 years, we have, you can say, a sort of the governments are elected through franchise system. They are voting for their leaders. Okay, and next one Next one is like businessmen. They are conscious of political environment and their organization face. Okay, they are very much, or you can say, businessmen. They are very much aware about the political system of the country, and they know how, you can say, their organization, their businesses are to be affected to great extent, I tell you. They may be benefited, they may be at losses also. And you can say most government decisions related to business are based on political consideration in a line with the political philosophy followed by the ruling party at the center and states level. Okay, then you can say generally it is a, you can say we have a mixed economy, like somewhere it is centralized system or capitalist system, like developed nations they have adopted the you can say capitalist economy, or you can say centralized system in case of China, and we have a mixed economy. The political environment is directly you can say related with economic environment of the country. Then next one is the economic environment, and you can say in case of political system of the you can say country, it is you can say democracy is the you can say best system in the world, and ultimately liked by the business houses in the world. And once you can say designer of Honda Civic came into India from Japan, when reporters ask him whether you are going to invest in China or India, he said that India, after all, India is a democracy. And then we are coming to economic environment, like like in our case we adopted mixed system, mixed economy, where private as well as political private as well as public sector can play their role. Initially we had a simple few players in case of private sector, hence you can say government of India had to rush in you can say private sector. Ultimately it had invested a lot of money, and you can say big mega plants were our projects came into picture, and ultimate you can say we are benefiting, like some in case of iron and steel, cement, fertilizers, or you can say refineries, they are banking system. It is a part of public system, and simultaneously, or you can say private sector is also progressing like anything. The you can say economic structure adopted such as a capitalist, socialist, and mixed economy. So we have adopted mixed economy. The next one is economic planning, such as a 5-year plans, annual budgets are there. So we adopted 5-year planning system, where you can say 5 years plan, then you can say after 5 years, and you can say next plan is there, it is evaluated what our findings are there, where we have gone, what our successes are there, and what our failures are there, and what are the experiences are there. Accordingly we are you can say these experiences are we are passing to next plan, and you can say on the basis of that we are making new policies and programs. Then you can say economic stages existing at a given time in a country. You can say earlier we were you can say we started from scratch. Yes,
सॉरी सर वो बाय मिस्टेक हो गया ईयर प्लग से सॉरी सर
कोई बात नहीं. ओके, तो we had in case after freedom, when we started our journey of development as a country, we had nothing to say, I tell you. And at that time you can say we had hadn't even a needle and our aeroplane. We were importing each and everything from you can say abroad. In 1947, our first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Nehru, said that export or perish. You can say you have to export to get foreign exchange. Ultimately, we have to feed. We have to. We need foreign exchange to meet out several. Like crude, like several other things which are very necessary or necessity for the common masses. And then economic policies such as industrial, monetary and fiscal policies, they are also part of industrial policy, monetary policy framed by, you can say, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and fiscal policy prepared by the government itself. And then you can say, like you can say, several parameters are there of growth, like national income, distribution of income, rate and growth of gross national product, per capita income, disposable income, rate of savings, investment, you can say exports, imports, and balance of payment. And you can say it is a very comprehensive one. Balance of payment, balance of trade, and you can say what is the level of foreign exchange reserve, and what is FDI is there, savings rate, the inflation rate is there, stagflation is there. So we have to, you can say, just see that and collect the data, so that you can say, because these factors play a very important role in the development of the country, or you can say businesses of the organization, industrial organization. So they just study each and everything. And then strategists are they are aware of importance and impact of economic environment on their organization. Whatever you can say, like socio-cultural factor, political factor, economic factors are very important, and they are affecting directly, I tell you, directly and indirectly organizations and their businesses. And any if any problem with government is there, certainly your business is affected to great extent. So ultimately they are just cautious about all these things and dealing. Now better thing is that every year, or you can say while they are checking out planning system, and you can say our PMO office, or you can say Prime Minister, they are sitting with they are sitting with industrialists, then chalking out the plan of the, you can say, planning system, or whatever problems are there in preparation of budgets. They you can say also take advice from the business houses. And then you can say in 1991, there was a turning point in the economic history of the country, when India adopted a liberalization program. And you can say ultimately that was the you can say start of era of liberalization, privatization, and globalization. And we had opened our you can say markets to global players, so that you can say FDI, so that foreign investment can come into picture, and we too also we can go, you can say, in overseas market, like our private players are in our countries, or you can say private sector, they can also go there, and you can say vice versa. And it was you can say best experience, and you can say India has grown like anything. Then it was just you can say turning point, or you can say like competition, and you can say since a large player was there, it had increased the, you can say, competition among players, but consumer at large and country at large benefited to great extent, like in increase kind of partial decontrol of several sectors, rapid increase in production capacity and supply, changing the market situation. And you can say it was a better one, and you can say supplies were better, and you can say whatever shortages of essential commodities were there, and they improved like anything. Ultimately, you can say country progressed like anything, like in case of real estate and highways, or you can say, so that connectivity with the villages, connectivity with the cities, it had improved to great extent. Then you can say liberalization of import has led to increased competition in the capital goods industry, causing profit, and you can say like that. Like when we are exporting or when we are improving our economy, then we have to indulge into import also. Like like as we are either number one or number two in case of gems and jewelry before Corona pandemic. And certainly we have to import, you can say, metals like gold, metals like platinum, you can say, or rough diamonds from various parts of the world. Ultimately, you can say, again we have to re-export. First, we are importing these essential items and we are exporting them. Sometimes for the, you can say, betterment of the economy, we have to import several machines. Machines are, you can say, several chemicals, like in case of agriculture, for manufacturing of fertilizer. We have to import phosphorus, we have to import, you can say, copper, for import of, you can say, sulfur, and you can sometimes we are importing, you can say, fertilizer also. Okay, so this is about economic environment, and one thing more I tell you, the habits of, you can say, people, like savings rates, it is, you can say, Indians are, you can say, pretty good at saving. Like Indians invest in fixed, or you can say, where locking period, a savings bank account, or you can say policies of, you can say, some instrument of like and NSC, National Savings Certificates, or Kisan Vikas Patra, or mutual funds are there, and many more schemes of government as well as private sector is there. They also invest in shares, or you can say buying in shares, and you can say sometimes you can say house saving of, you can say, household saving is there. So ultimately, it country at large is benefiting by, you can say, household savings. Okay. So this much amount is being deposited in banks, and ultimately it is available to the exchequer, to the government, and like Life Insurance Corporation of India. It is a, you can say, big organization, and you can say people trust in case of Life Insurance Corporation of India, and lot of, you can say, money is collected at LIC, and ultimately this money is being utilize in the funding of, you can say, various projects of the government of India and country at large. It is a biggest funding organization to the government. Okay, so this was, you can say, economic environment, and another one, regulatory environment, rules and regulations of the country, how they are affecting the, you can say, environmental system, or you can say business environment of the country. Like regulatory environment consists of like planning, promotion, regulation of economic activity, like you can say 5-year plans are there, and then annual plans are there, and then promotional activities, regulation of economic activities by the government. Like you can say they have directly impact on the businesses of the, you can say, industrial houses. And you can say we have a written constitution, rules and regulation is there, and policy framework is there, under which every business organization, or you can say common man, has to work. Otherwise, failing which, you can say, it is against the interests of the country. And you can say fundamental rights, division of legislature power between central and state. Like fundamental rights are there, directive principles are there, and constitutional framework. Directive principles are, you can say, wonderful, sort of wonderful feature of the organization, feature of the country, I tell you. Then right to health, right to education, right to food, such type of factors, they or you can say they are a pretty good feature of the country regulating environment. And then policies related to distribution, pricing and their control, like a PDS system is there. Since beginning there was a problem of distribution, then a public distribution system came into picture. Now private players are there. So ultimately you can say why you can say still public sector is dominating, because in the beginning of the freedom there were few players in case of in a private sector. So ultimately government had to rush into in investment, and later on you can say private sector into come into picture. So that's why both are playing their own role, whether private sector is there and public sector is there. Then policies related to imports and export. Sometimes you can say export is restricted, sometimes restricted export is restricted in terms of essential items, because such type of things they are needed in the country. Like now we are exporting value added products to other parts of the world. Value added products, like in the beginning we were exporting oats, iron ores, but now country decided that, or you can say our decision makers, thinkers at top decided to just export value added product to get you can say better product and better return, I tell you. Okay, then other policies related to public sector, small scale Sikh industry, development of backward and control of environmental pollution and consumer protection. Like you can say policy related to public sector. Now at present you can say somewhat at present government has changed its policy towards public sector, and more you can say stressing on promotion of private sector. And you can say government is very clear about MSME sector, tiny sector, small scale sector, just to promote, because these are the sector you can say which are providing lot of employment at lower level, and it is a part of informal sector, where informal sector is thriving like anything. Certainly economy of the country is going in right direction, I tell you. Okay, so this sector like tiny sector, small scale industry, medium sector, MSC sector, they providing lot of I tell you employment. They create employment, I tell you. Ultimately they are, you can say they are also buying they are because they are getting money and at a lower level, bottom of the pyramid, and ultimately they are buying several products and services at their end, and ultimately it is going into the economy, and ultimately our economy is prospering like anything. And then you can say the role of MSMEs in export is a higher and highest one, I tell you. And whereas import in their case it is lowest. Okay, in case of traditional items, or you can say several areas are there where MSME is dominating like anything, and now they are more competitive in terms of quality, or you can say supply and everything, you can say. So government of India, you can say, is a sort of implied intention to promote MSME, small scale sectors. And then like earlier it was MRTP commission was there, monopolistic restrictive trade practices were there, like licensing foreign investment and financing of the industry, I tell you. Like you can say like foreign money is coming, FDI is coming, the government of India has a certain rules and regulation, policies, program, how to just promote them and how not to promote also. Somewhere restrictions are needed, somewhere so government, you can say whatever things are going in India, they are regulated, they are liberated, but they are being watched, scanned by the government of India and its affiliates, whether they are in the center or you can say in states. Like in case of India, also it is a centrally planned and controlled. Centrally planned. Most of the plan they are you can say most of the plans are being controlled by the you can say central government, and rest they are being controlled by the state government. Principles of regulation of economic activities by public authority and larger interests has been taken into picture. And we say business and industry operate within regulatory environment. My dear, everywhere there is no free system is there in the world. I tell you, whether America or developed nations are there, they are regulated to great extent. Hence, we too have a, you can say have a regulatory system about business operations or business organizations. Then you can say owing regarding control, like most of the component that any organization has to take into consideration for its you can say operations strict, so they are guided you can say directly or indirectly from the government rules and regulations, and what is a regulatory environment is there. So you can say strategists at the top, they have to take care of you can say environmental factors like regulatory environment, and you can say they must be precisely study the rules and regulation in which way they are affecting their business operations. Any question? Hello, any question? Arshita, Abhay, hello, hello, Anuj, hello, Abhay. Anyway, like there are sometimes it is being felt that uh, there is a there are a large number of rules and regulations. Sometimes they are redundant, they are not needed in the operations. And when you can say when liberalized economy are there, the economy is, in India is there, then certainly we have to think in terms of with a liberal mindset. Okay, then government holds the industry responsible for many economic problems not working within the framework of national priorities. Or you can say there are certain expectations of society is there, and they society expects from the government, or you can say business houses. Okay, their problems, or you can say like problems of infrastructures are there, rules and regulations are there, or you can several like electricity is there, it is a control and you can say decided by the government authorities. Now government now private sector has came in has a is operating in you can say this sector also and many other sectors also. The government must be liberal in the interests of the society. It is being felt by the business houses, and they must be promoted. And whatever problems of industry are there, problems and prospects are there, the government of India must and state government must help the you can say respective business organizations. Okay, then next part is market environment. Again, I tell you, uh, market environment. All these factors are the socio-cultural factor, political environment, regulatory environment, economic environment, technical environment, they are affecting to great extent marketing environment. It is a sort of integrated concept, and each and every environment is affecting each other and ultimately business houses, and they have to chart out their strategy accordingly. Market environment you can say consisted of several factors like various groups and organization, business houses. They are competing with each other in the private sector and government sector, public sector, and multinational from abroad. Multinationals, transnational, they may be smaller, they may be bigger in operation, I tell you. Ultimately, whole gamut is there that they are just competing with each other, and ultimately, I tell you, you can say customer at large is benefiting like anything. Like as I told you that marketing starts with the consumer and ends with the consumer. Mind you, you can say in the beginning there is a consumer and at end there is consumer. Or you can say customer customer and his or her needs, preferences, uh, perceptions, attitude, bargaining power, value system, and you can say buying behavior, and ultimately all these things must deliver consumer satisfaction. Marketing starts with the need identification, then you can say shaping up the production is there, then pricing policy is there, and distribution policy is there, and promotional policies are there. And you can say marketing is just and related part is there, sales process is there, marketing at bottom of the pyramid converted into sales, just anyhow sell the product. And you can say publicity, promotions is there, public relations are there, sales promotion are there, advertising is there, and its content, ad copy, again regulated by, you can say, Government of India, or you can say ASCI is there, Advertising Standard Council of India. Okay, so they are being again you can say controlled, and they are not you can say free to great extent. Product factors like demand is there, or you can say image of the product, features, utility, functions, life cycle, product life cycle, pricing strategy, as I told you, and then promotion, distribution, and differentiation of the product, availability of substitutes or me too products are there, branding, like you can say in case of brand, because it is different, and one thing is a commodity, undifferentiated product. When differentiated product is there, branding is there by its name, by its features, and positioning. Positioning means the place of product in the mind of consumer. Okay, so STP, segment the product, segment the market, and target the market, and you can say and position your product. Okay, so accordingly they move like that. Okay, with a sort of marketing strategy. Then marketing intermediaries are there, like services are, middlemen are there, distribution channel, supply chain is there, cost of operation, delivery system, financial intermediaries, and more or less you can say service system. And you can say every product has to be seen through the eyes of services like anything. Services like every product, or you can say television sets, or everything is cars, more or less similar in nature. But what is service is you can say single point, making all these products different from each other. सैमसंग का सर्विस सेंटर है कि नहीं, एप्पल का सर्विस सेंटर है कि नहीं, मारुति का सर्विस सेंटर है कि नहीं, all these factors they are guiding like anything, so accordingly they take decision. Then competition is there at a different level, competition is there, or you can say major nature of competition and relative strategic position of the major competitor. Like you can say big players are there, like in case of Hindustan Unilever, ITC is there, Godrej is there, Marico is there, and several small player and me too products are, they are coming, you can say a small player, they are master in their niches and small markets, they are giving they are just giving tough fight, like Coke is there, Pepsi is there. So they are facing a lot of competition from small players. Ultimately, they are cutting space of large players. Like Coke said that Pepsi is our direct competitor. Pepsi said that Coke is not our competitor. Rather than we are facing competition from simple traditional things like water is there, mishrambu is there, lassi is there, nimbu pani is there. Our local drinks are there. They are dominating like anything, and they are selling at premium. I tell you. So such type of things are, and substitute products are there, like ice cream is there, or you can say Makku at Ahmedabad. One small player is just selling for 6 months. I tell you, from rupees 5 rupees to 600 rupees, and they are successful over the years. They are conducting, and they are getting lot of money. I tell you, lot of money. And then you can say whatever again competition is there, monopoly is there, oligopoly is there, or duopoly may there, niches are there, you can say dominated by large players, and you can say smaller players, SMEs, or you can say small scale industries. And then like government sector is also just is aware about competition. There shouldn't be monopolistic approach or dominated by few players, like in case of you can say essential items are there. So ultimately government has to intervene that competition must be healthy, and there should be room to play for smaller players too, like not only garnered by, or you can say occupied by the large players. Okay, what is happening ultimately? It is employment generation, revenue to the government, taxes to the government, and you can say money, or you can say to people at large, so that prosperity and standards of living of the people can be raised to any level. And like or you can say several, you can say like promotional policies are there, pricing policies are there. They are you can say they are, you can say, a part of product of, you can say, competition. Whatever 4 P's are there: product, price, place, promotion is there. What your competitors are doing, so accordingly, I tell you, strategies are being chalked out, and they are executed. Okay, then another one is a technological environment of the country, like or you can say level of environment, a level of technology. Like in case arts case, in 1947 around, and today's technological environment, people are tech savvy, or you can say in earlier days simple washing machine was there. It was just mechanical, and you can say just operated by a single handle. I tell you, it was simply mechanical. I tell you. It was simple and easy to operate, where economies are just you can say lower level. And like in African country, when they started, it was mechanical device was there. In case of washing machine, when they had grown like anything, when we have grown like today, we have you can say most modern gadgets. We are using more modern gadgets. A lady in the house, or you can say at her kitchen, or you can say most you can say developed, or you can say modern gadgets, or latest gadgets are being used. Washing machine, or you can say, and mixie and other things are there. Just full of gadgets like anything. Or you can say your cell phone is there. After 1 year, 5 years, 2 years, you people change your gadgets, I tell you. So level of technology is rising like anything in case of India. And you just like your generation, or generation of millennials, they love technology like that. Like in our case of, you can say, online classes. We have turned into a digital country, like in sort of whatever Paytm is there, or digital transactions are there, digital distribution is there, or you can say, and you can say channel members have reduced to great extent. So new challenges are there because of technology, upgradation of technology. After you can say, when you just take example of iPhone and mobiles, I tell you, within no, or you can say 15 days, 1 week, and there you can say any, and or you can say several companies are there, and they are launching several latest gadgets, latest sound system, latest you can say earphone, they are coming into picture. Ultimately they are changing whole dynamics, like in case of you can the machine industry, and like an next area is a pollution and environmental factors are there. Then you can say, like in case of RO, it is changing a whole scene, or you can say water is scarcity, it is a plus point as well as negative point. So our lifestyle is being shaped by, I tell you, uh, you can say technological factors. Like the sources of technology, company sources are there, external sources are there, foreign sources are there, and cost of technology acquisition, whether it is a costly or whether it is a simple one, and you can say like. Collaboration and transfer of technology, like in case of you can say developed nations are sophisticated, costlier at their end, but at you can say companies, though they are giving and they are providing their technology, it must be affordable. 3 A's are there: awareness of the technology, or availability of technology, and accessibility to the technology must be there. So it must be, or you can say, so that company, or there should be a market. There should be a market where they can, or you can say organization, business organization can sell like anything. Okay. And then technological development and research and development, stages of development, change and rate of change of technology, R&D, and you can say product life cycle is there, or you can say obsolete rate of obsolescence, it is a higher. Okay, it is higher, I can say. Technology is depleted within a few months, within few years, I tell you. Ultimately, you have to change yourself, upgrade yourself. Then impact of influence of you can say technology on human beings, and man-machine system, and environmental effect of technology, like robotization of them. They are being used to great extent, like in case of building, like in case of auto industry. The Bill Gates said that robots must be taxed because they are hampering employment generation of the people, I tell you, of the in the economy, I tell you, because they are doing the job of 10, 20, or you can say persons, 100% like this. Ultimately they are affecting to great, productivity is higher, but employment generation is affected to great extent. So it is a matter of discussion, and will be a matter of talk in coming years, I tell you. Bill Gates last year, or you can say last year, he commented like that robots must be taxed. Then you can say in case of telecommunication, and you can say communication, infrastructure, technology, and like that it has changed, I can say. It has changed, or you can say Google, or you can say Microsoft, and several other companies, they have changed, you can say, scenario of communication because of technology, faster communication, faster you are getting data, information, other parts of the world because of technology, and it is dominant. Like earlier it was 1G, 2G, now 5G is there. We are working over several companies in India too, they are working on 5G, like BSNL, like MTNL, like Jio, like Airtel. So then you can say an organization has to upgrade at least mindset, technical mindset, and they must be ready to accept it where it is needed. I tell you, where it is needed. I tell you, and then strategists cannot deny the existence of technology, and you can say technological environment cannot go scot free that we are not concerned with the technology. Everybody, like we people at this age, we have to upgrade ourselves in terms of technology, otherwise we cannot talk, we cannot, and simply we can communicate in other parts of the world, like we people are talking, you can say conferencing, video conferencing is there. You can not only this one, anywhere other parts of the world we can contact them virtually. We are you can say we are connected because of technology upgradation. And then in case of technological development, in case of India, different sector of the industry, they are working like anything. And then one thing more, like side effects of the you can say technology, or you can say certain chemicals are they are affecting you can say human lives also. And another one, rising petrol has forced automobile manufacturer to emphasize on fuel economy. Fuel economies depend upon variety of factors, like you can say, and you can say mileage of you can say. So companies are searching more new you can say substitute of petrol and diesel and fossil fuel like that. So ultimately we have to take care of take you can say cognizance of technological developments are there, because our business organization is directly and indirectly affected to great extent, right? Because of technology, it's change like that. Okay. And then harmful you can say like you can say environmental factors are there because of technology. I tell you, we are using more fossil fuel, we are polluting industry, climatic change are there. So your technological must be you can say environment friendly. Everything is there, you can say chemicals are there, pollutants are there, pesticides are there. Because of technological upgradation, we are going high in terms of you can say our lifestyle is changing, level is raising, but you can say climate, or you can say planet at large, you can say jal jungle zameen is affected to great extent, whether land is affected, air is affected, water is affected. Because RO technology is no doubt the best technology, good technology, but it is we are wasting 75% to get 25% water. We are wasting 75% water. To get 25 liter of water, we have to waste 75 liter of water, I tell you. And ultimately, whatever you can say 75% water is there, it is full of you can say TDS and other chemicals are there. And where it is being done, ultimately equation, or you can say ratio of chemicals, it is being disturbed. So we have to take, or you can say government in picture must take a stringent action regarding environmental factor. Plastic, it was just the best invention at that time. Now it is the biggest menace, biggest threat to the existence of you can say life of the people at large. Biggest menace everywhere. When rivers are there, lands are there, or even lakes are there, and sea at large is polluted by plastic to great extent. So it is because of technology. Then you can say environment friendly or user friendly, consumer friendly technology must come into fore. They must care. After all, you can say it is for human being, or you can say human beings, they are not for technology. Technology is for the well-being of the people, being of the country, and you can say. And then So strategist, you can say, strategists must be those who are at the top, corporate sector, supported by board of directors, and their technical teams are there. They must be cautious enough. They must be cautious enough, and they must scan each and everything, or you can say, what are pros and cons of the technologies there. They must be studied and analyzed, and over that a complete R&D, research and development department must be there. In what way we are going to be benefited, and you can say society or its people, in what way they are affecting, to make it sure that you are going in the right direction. With these words, I'm just closing my talk to this one. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.